Welcome to I'm Your Target Demographic, and today we're recapping what you need to know before you head to the theater to see Spider-Man Far From Home. This is a simple refresher, so I'm only including things that might come up in the film. Meet Peter Parker, a high schooler from Queens, New York. He lives with his Aunt May and lives a semi-normal life. On a science field trip, he was bitten by a radioactive spider and now finds himself able to stick to walls and has an extraordinary spider sense, able to pick up danger before it happens. His strength and speed were also affected incredibly. He made a suit to patrol the streets under the guise of Spider-Man, a secret to everyone in his life. This suit includes artificial web shooters that he uses to travel the city and fight villains. In most versions of Spider-Man's origin, his inaction led to the death of his Uncle Ben, though in the Marvel Cinematic Universe this is only alluded to. Likewise, what happened to his parents. At school, his best friend is named Ned, and eventually Ned discovers Peter's secret and wants to take on the role of guiding and assisting Spider-Man while he patrols the city. Other high school friends include Michelle, somewhat of a loner who goes by the nickname MJ. She flirts with Peter, but they're both too socially awkward to say how they feel. Peter has a rival at school named Flash, who competes with Peter for a spot on the decathlon team. Flash hates Peter, but has an admiration for Spider-Man. Peter was living his normal life until he encountered Tony Stark, the billionaire who went by Iron Man. Iron Man gifted Peter a high-tech suit to wear in exchange for Peter assisting in the superhero civil war on Tony's side of pro-registration, that all superheroes should enroll with the government and listen to the government's orders. Peter didn't really understand the consequences of the Civil War, but he assisted in a massive battle at an airport to stop Captain America from rescuing the potential terrorist Bucky Barnes. Peter assisted in this battle and was then told to return home. Now, how can you return to a normal life after battling against and alongside the Avengers, Earth's mightiest heroes? So Peter continues to daydream after fighting alongside them, waiting for Tony's call to be called upon again. It's at this point that he encounters the Vulture, a villain who salvages alien and advanced technology and builds weapons. He builds himself wings, but he also outfits another villain known as the Shocker, though this mantle is passed on to whoever wears the gloves. Spider-Man puts himself and others in danger throughout these battles, testing Tony Stark's patience, and Tony eventually takes the suit away from Peter. Back in his homemade suit, he continues to fight the Vulture and proves that he's Spider-Man with or without the high-tech gadgets. Vulture is sent to prison, likely to reunite with other villains that Spider-Man might have put away. At this point, Ned has discovered Spider-Man's identity, but so has Aunt May, realizing the secret that Peter's kept from her. Tony Stark's assistant, Happy Hogan, helps to assist Peter as much as he can in this normal life. And then we get to the arrival of Thanos, as Peter's commute to school is interrupted by an alien ship. Spider-Man fights alongside the Avengers, eventually dragged to space, in an even more high-tech suit that Stark designed for him. They battle on other planets and try to stop Thanos from acquiring the 6 Infinity Stones, but ultimately they fail. With a snap of his fingers, Thanos erases half of life in the universe, including Peter Parker and half of Earth's population. Through a complicated arc involving time travel, Tony Stark and the Avengers are able to retrieve the stones and snap once and return life to the universe. This brings Peter Parker back to life, 5 years later in time. Peter helps to keep the stones away from Thanos until Tony Stark ends up snapping his fingers to destroy Thanos and all of his evil forces. This snap was too much for him though, as he slowly dies a hero. Peter Parker now must return to school, 5 years younger than everyone who lived through the snap, though it seems Ned was also snapped away. Can Spider-Man ally with the remaining Avengers, or the remaining agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. such as Nick Fury to save the day? Can he fill that void left by Tony Stark? We'll find out in Spider-Man Far From Home. Share this video with your friends that need a refresher, and hopefully this was interesting.